my fellow comic book collectors, it's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is part 10 of this unboxing. We're now into the slab section of the unboxing, where I'm going to be just showing all slabs. Yeah, I've been part of a book club that I've been doing on the Biggie Shack, Immortal Biggie Shack's channel, and we've been reading a very odd series of books from the 90s that were kind of iconic, very 90s books, I guess. They're all X-Men related, and they're ones that all have a unique feature. And I'll show you the first one in the series, and it is X Factor number 92. And I'm going to actually take this out of the bag so you can see it a bit better. So I decided to get them all in 9/8, or most of them in 9/8 if I can. This is X Factor 92, and they feature this hollow foil card, I guess. Maybe see if I can get it. You can see it. And they all have these kind of cool cards. I'm not sure. It's very reflective case. Yeah. So, and the story in the first few is really weak and confusing, but it gets better as it goes. But this is actually a famous story because it's the same story as if you've watched the X-Men series, X-Men 96, I guess it is, from the TV series. Now these are from 1993, but it's X Factor 92. And that begins the series. And then the next one in the series was X-Force. Let's see if I can get this out. I can't get it out. Actually, there's another thing about this I should mention before I forget. This is actually the first appearance of Exodus, who's a major character. It's kind of like the second in command to Magneto in the story. So, another key thing about this book. And it's also a wraparound cover. The very cool cover, actually, if you look at it. Very cool cover. Okay, the next one, which I can't get out of the tape is really sticking. Can't get this tape off. It's like so stuck, this tape. It's like here, I'm trying to get this tape off. Use the stickiest tape ever. Okay, let me get it out of the case so you can see the plastic. So this next one in the series was X-Force number 25. And this sort of continues on the story, and you can see another hollow card. And another wraparound cover. Now the first book actually has, even though it's not the greatest of stories, it actually is a major book, not only for the first appearance of Exodus, but it's also the first time that we learn that Quicksilver is the son of Magneto. So kind of a key book. This next one, no real keys about it, but what does it say? Wraparound cover with cable hologram, Magneto and Exodus appearance. And it's, who did the cover? Doesn't say who did the cover. But yeah, that's the second in the series. Now the third in the series, again, they all have the hollow foil card. So I got these all in 9/8 so far. Is X-Men number 304. This is the Magneto, Exodus, the Acolytes appearances. Colossus leaves the X-Men. Wraparound cover with Magneto hologram. It's actually a pretty cool Magneto hologram. Let's see if I can get it to show properly. And it's a pretty cool wraparound cover as well. The giant Magneto in the back. You see him up against all the X-Men. Now this one is interesting because the way the story goes is that everyone is mourning the loss. If you read X-Men 303, which are the one just before this, it's the death of Illyana Rasputin, who is magic. She just died. So all the X-Men are really, really sad that that she's dead and they're going to have a funeral for her. Well, Magneto crashes that funeral, and really this is what the scene is on the back of the cover. So this is Magneto coming in and crashing the funeral for Illyana. And it's a really great scene because you have all the X-Men there ready to fight him, and he's ready to he's not one to be messed with. He actually takes on all the X-Men and kind of defeats them in a way. Yeah, this is where the story's starting to get pretty good, actually, I have to say. So this is 1993, another 9/8. Now the only one I couldn't get as a 9/8 was this next one, which is X-Men 25. Now this is a pretty major book because this is where Magneto takes the adamantium from Wolverine. He actually rips it out of his body. It's a brutal, brutal scene. Not necessarily portrayed the best in the comic. It looks kind of liquidy. It's kind of weird how it they draw it. Wasn't super impressed by the artwork of the way that they drew it, but it is a cool story. And it is the scene where Charles Xavier fights Magneto and gets into Magneto's mind and actually cripples Magneto, destroys Magneto's brain, basically. Yeah, so this is Fatal Attraction is the name of the series. Fatal Attractions. So I guess they didn't have the copyright for Fatal Attraction, so they had to go with Fatal Attractions. But yeah, so this is the one. Okay, so what does it say? X-Men 25 from 1993. Magneto removes Wolverine's adamantium. Nick Fury, Mr. Fantastic, Thing cameo, wraparound cover with Gambit hologram. Not sure if you can see the hologram. It's a little harder to see this one, but really cool back cover as well. I mean, the covers on these are just amazing. The wraparounds are pretty fun. Great 90s art. Okay, the next one, and we're going to be reading this week. So this week, or well, by the time of me recording this, probably it's already been read, but is Wolverine number 75. And, you got Wolverine still looking. He's not looking his best. He's had better days. He's got all the adamantium sort of sticking out of him. He looks like a pincushion. But yeah, this is, what does it say? Wraparound cover with Wolverine hologram. Direct editions contain 8-page Siege of Darkness and KB Toy Store insert. So if it's a direct edition, which it is, it has the extra pages. But you see Wolverine. look at that's how they drew the adamantium coming out of his bones. So he's all messed up. He's like, at this point, Wolverine is like a pincushion. He's not doing so well. So this is Wolverine number 75. And it's the second last of the series. The last story of the series is in the weirdest title. I'm actually surprised they put it in this title. You know, it was the least popular of the titles. Is Excalibur. So Excalibur number 71. How do I get the holograms to show a bit better? I gotta figure that out. Maybe right there. You can kind of see it a bit better. So this is Excalibur number 71. I'm actually surprised Excalibur ran to 71 issues. I don't think it was that popular of a title, but so this is Excalibur 71 from, again, 1993. Wraparound cover with Nightcrawler hologram. But I really, actually, this one I like. I like the way they drew the Phoenix. And yeah, really cool cover as well. So yeah, so that's it. It was a six issue run that they all had these hologram things. I remember these back in the day, and I don't know why I never had any in my collection. I had like maybe one or two of them in my collection, but I got those much later. I figured, hey, why not get them all as 9/8? I got all but one, all but one in 9/8. And as I was searching for those, I randomly found this book, and it was like such a great. I almost got it for the cost of the slab, so I figured, hey, why not? This is X-Men 25, and it's just it's a modern book, but I thought it was a really cool cover. I'm not sure. It's a David Nakayama cover. So yeah, it's an interesting cover. I'll show you the back as well. So I don't know. I thought it was an interesting cover. Pure cover by. Obviously, I can't read it since it's in a slab, but maybe I'll read it online. So yeah, so this is David Nakayama Virgin Edition from 2023. So much later, 30 years later. It's kind of fitting that it's 30 years exactly later. So yeah, so that's X-Men 25. Now, if you're not a big X-Men fan, I can understand. So I figured I'd balance out the X-Men with a couple Archies. So these are really cool Archies. So we got Archie 80th edition. And this is 80th anniversary edition. Everything's Archie #1. Also in 9/8. Just a really great reflection in the glasses where, you know, you see him with another girl, probably Veronica, and Betty's crying. So it's really cute. So yeah, very boring back, but very cool front cover by Dan Parent. Okay, and the last one is a classic cover for Veronica. And I always wanted this book. I was trying to get it a couple of times. I found a graded copy of it, so I thought this is quite nice. It's just, I love the pinks on it. It's just really cute. So this is Veronica number 34 from 1994. It's a newsstand edition and white pager. I think they're all white pagers at this time, but it's still a cool book. And she's pretending to be a flamingo. It's really cute. And then I'll show you the back. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Oh, give me a piece of that Kit Kat. See? Very cute little ad for Kit Kat at the back. This video is not sponsored by Kit Kat, but but I did show the ad. So yeah. So Veronica number 34 from 1994. And who did the cover? It's Bill Gullier. So yeah, very cool cover. It's weird that they don't say it on the slab, but they do say it on the cover anyway, so that's good. Okay, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this rather quick part of this series. The books get bigger and bigger from now on. I just happen to have a whole X-Men collection, so I figured I'd show you that. Do you like X-Men? Tell me in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.